Gary, can you get someone to pick up line 3 and get the cop who wants to be on the jury?
Okay, there's a lot going on. That's why.
Okay, what is going on?
Well, Dominic wants to be. Dominic's on the phone. He wants to be Jackie's lawyer, but I do have a character witness.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
I do have a character witness on that line.
All right.
Mr. You might know him as Epi.
Epi?
Yes.
Yeah, but he had nothing to do with it.
Well, he's a character witness. He booked Jackie at my father's place many times, and he wants to say something.
On his behalf, that's okay.
Well, why don't you save that for the trial?
Oh, well, I didn't even know we were doing a trial. The phones have been going nuts.
Well, you got to have somebody listening to the show who knows what's going on.
Well, everyone is listening, Howard, but when the phones are going like you can't do anything.
I see.
If you were out there, you might understand it. But I'm telling you, I'm just.
So you have no idea what's going on,
right?
The phones didn't go nuts until we did the discussion on the air, but nobody's listening to the
I listened to that part.
So
but
then you know what's going on.
I know that. No, I don't know what happened.
Gary's guilty.
Yeah, you're guilty. You say you listen to it, but you don't know what's going on.
Howard, you start talking about something, and then everybody in the world who thinks they're part of this starts to call. You pick up the phone, you try to listen to both, but then it gets so loud because there's phones ringing, other people on the phone. You have to turn the radio down a little bit.
So you're saying...
So I can't hear every single word you utter unless you want... I can't put good people...
now you're filibustering. In other words, I can't get a word in? Is that it? Right, get out of here. Get out. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Do you realize that this shouldn't be this big a deal if it happened last week?
Right.
It happened 10 years ago.
Gary, look at Gary. He walks out because I don't want to hear him filibuster. I understand that he has to do two things at the same time, listen to the show and take phone calls.
But I'm amazed that still they have no system where when you need something, the person who is listening to the show, when he hears that nobody's picking up, doesn't tell Gary, pick up the line.
Excuse me. The guy is on hold. The cop is still on hold on line 3. Through all of this. I still can't get someone to pick up line 3. Now I finally got it. But now it's back on hold.
I love it, though, when he says, if you were out there, you would understand.
No, I wouldn't. John's booking gigs in the other room. Gary will never convince me that he knows what he's doing. I'd have that place running like a what, Robin?
Like a smooth running operation.
What is that?
Come out here and do it.
A smooth running machine.
What is it? Wait, Gary, is your suggestion that I come out and do your job?
I put the guy on hold, and I said, can you hold for a minute? He said, no problem.
Yeah.
I had to go take the other call.
Yeah.
Because the other guy was running.
No, you didn't get the cop until I said it on the air. You didn't get the cop.
You can do everything better than everybody.
Of course I can.
You sit at that thing. You control the controls.
Yeah.
You can't do...
What is that? Hey, watch your mouth,
You know what?
boy.
You think you can do everything.
I know I can do everything.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
That's why you're sitting here. If you could do anything, you'd have a better job.
What?
You can't do... You're not an organizational guy.
I'm better than you at it. I'm better than you at it.
Well, you own a gigantic computer that you pay a lot of money for.
You mean to tell me you need a computer in order... Listen to this guy. He needs a computer
in order to answer the phone.
In order to answer the phone.
Oh, boy.
Imagine with the retard I got working for me out there. His teeth are rattling. He's talking so stupidly. This is what I got for a producer. I can't listen to the show and answer the phone. So why don't you listen to the show and have someone else answer the phone? Oh, duh. But I did hear the bit. Well, you heard the bit, so then why don't you know what's going on? But I can't know what's going on because... I don't know what's going on.
You want to ask a legitimate question, I can answer it. The reason why, because inevitably, if those guys answer the phones, right, they will sort of pre-screen somebody, but inevitably, I will be the one to make the decision whether they make it to the air or not. I have to talk to that person. So sure, Steve and John answer the phones. They say, you know what, there's a really good guy, because they get rid of all the people that lie or make up stories. So John will say, this is a really good guy on the phone right now. I got to pick it up and talk to him. If I just put him through, and it's a fake, what do we do?
When someone is on the phone...
We never get fakes.
Like the cop. No. Gary screens them all out.
You know what, Robin?
When
you don't even get to talk.
When
you old 40-year-old.
You old 40-year-old. All right, listen, you know what?
You should...
You know what? You should, Gary, you make perfect sense. I'm not going to straighten you out at all.
But you know everything, Howard.
If I gave you a system...
You're omnipotent.
If I gave you a system, you wouldn't follow it. If I gave you a system, you wouldn't follow it.
What system do you have, Howard?
All right. Want me to give you suggestions?
Well, but you know what? You cannot...
Gary, remember when you couldn't keep files on everyone? No, excuse me. Remember when you couldn't keep files on everyone?
You can't devise a system on someplace that you're not.
Do you remember when you couldn't...
No, put it up.
Do you remember when you couldn't keep files on anyone? Do you remember when you couldn't...
Fair.
Do you remember when you couldn't put files together?
I'm not talking to you unless you're going to be fair and honest.
I'm being fair and honest.
Push my microphone up where it belongs, right where yours is.
You're pinning the needle.
No, you pin the needle. Push them up where they're... where we're even.
Oh, boy.
It's just not fair.
Do you remember?
You're just not. You know what? Why don't you at least admit? Say, listen, I'm not being fair.
I'm not being fair.
I'm the king.
I'm the
Your
king.
music is loud.
I'll turn Gary
Your music
down.
is on.
I'll turn Gary down so that there's no way we can have an equal argument, and then I'll shut up. Say that.
One of the other things that you are not capable of is knowing what is entertaining, what is not. You're droning consistently.
Oh, I think
and
it's
trying to
very
filibuster me now
I
is
think
not
it's very
entertaining.
when we argue.
He's filibustering. And when I'm out there and I got to... I asked you a simple question.
You can't comment on
Do
something
you remember
that
when you could not even take a file folder and put people's names in it and keep track of the different guests? Do you remember that?
Right.
Okay. So did I give you a system?
Yeah, you said make a file. Listen,
Make a file folder. Do you remember that? Do you remember that?
I'm out of here.
All right, goodbye.
You
Goodbye.
want me to be
Well,
heard?
you want the answer? Do you want a system or not? Or you continue to be in confusion for the next 10 years?
There's no confusion.
All right,
There's
goodbye.
no
Then
system
leave.
You could create that is
Good.
so much better.
You know what, Gary? Work on your gym bag and see if you get your socks in the right compartment.
That's no problem.
That's what he's good at organizing. Anybody with a brain could organize that office in 3 seconds.
Howard, did he say?
He says to me, Howard, you're not a good organizational guy. But neither is he. I hired a kid to get me coffee. Now it's worked into a whole job. I interviewed a woman the other day. What credentials?
Really?
Oh, administrative assistant, this is how you should organize your life. This is what you got to do. Gave me a whole 10-page plan.
Uh-huh.
But I got this absurd loyalty to Baba Booey, and I don't even know why.
Baba Booey?
I should be allowed to fire him.
Well,
allowed
weren't
to
we
fire
going
me.
to once send him to secretarial school?
He won't go to secretary's.
are allowed to
You know what?
fire me.
The other day I said to him, Gary, go into WordPerfect, the program in the computer, and just type in the changes on this. Oh, boss, I still don't know how to work it. I go, Gary, how long have we had this computer?
Oh, that's what you said.
Why
Remember
don't you
saying
go
that,
into?
you know?
Why don't you? No, this is what I said behind your back.
Right.
I said to Gary and Fred, Jackie and Fred, I go,
I'm gonna use it
how
with the other
long have we
computer
had this
for this.
computer? And he can't come in on weekends and learn the computer. You think he'd be curious to learn it because he has to use it.
Mm-hmm.
But the weekends are too precious.
That's right. They are precious.
All
You
right,
work
good.
the hell out of me here.
Good. I work the hell out of
I
you.
don't do anything. Like, I don't stay here on any given night till
And
4
answer
or
the
5
phones.
o'clock. No, it do a hell of a lot more than answer the phones.
Please, don't bore me with your,
You know, am I
with
the
your
lazy-
complaining about the job of the century.
It is a great job, but don't sit here and say I don't do anything. Don't make people think.
What do you
that.
do?
know
Tell
it's
everyone what you
damn
do.
True.
All right, tell everyone what you do.
Come on.
Tell everyone what you do.
I book the show. I keep a lot of stuff organized.
book the
I answer
show.
your calls. I get Robin Leach on the phone so that your wife can make your travel plans.
Yeah.
Come on.
That's tough.
No, it's not tough, but it's stuff that's got to be done.
Come on, Gary, admit it. You're not organized.
I'm not as organized, but I am not a secretary.
Repeat after me.
No,
I am not organized. I repeated after you. I am not organized.
Well, you did not repeat it.
Go ahead.
And you know
I
what?
am not organized.
You did not hire me as an organizational person.
I know. I hired you to get coffee.
No, you hired
haven't
me
grown.
to book guests and
No,
help
I didn't.
produce the
I
show.
hired you to
And
get
I
me
do
coffee.
You didn't hire me to type. You didn't say, Gary, can you type? You didn't say, could you take
Gary.
shorthand? Gary, could you put my files?
Gary,
You never hired me for
Has
that.
the job grown?
And have I
Has
grown
the show
with it?
grown?
I-
Have you grown with it?
You
You
don't
answer
have
that
to fire
question
me.
better than me.
Fire me.
Can't do it.
Yes, you can. Why?
I'm too honorable.
You're not that honorable. I've seen you do dishonorable things once in a while.
What?
Make an exception.
You've seen me do dishonorable things?
Well, everything you do. No, that's what I take that back.
You do it dishonorable.
All right, goodbye, Gary. You've insulted me. Now
No,
get
no,
out
no.
of here.
No, let me-
All right, goodbye.
let me
I didn't know I was
explain
You
dishonorable.
know what? I was sitting here listening to
Yeah.
this. I said, this conversation is getting way too personal.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're
No.
talking about
No.
anymore.
I am a nice guy. I keep Gary around.
You're not. Everything you do, you're not a saint. If you fired me, nobody would feel bad.
No. I'm not firing you. You
No, but
quit.
nobody
You
was-
should quit.
How much unemployment can I get?
You could get as much as you want.
113 weeks or something
Yeah,
like that?
something like that.
113 weeks.
I hired Gary for $150 a week. He was perfect at that salary. Now we have a much higher salary with bigger demands on the show. He's got to grow into it. And as soon as I try to correct him, teach him how to work the office,
Well-
he gets very defensive.
I think it's wrong to have this conversation
I'm just
on
saying.
the air.
Can I just say one
Well,
last thing? and
I
not-
agree with you, Robin.
Can I just say one thing and not in anger?
Yes.
All I'm saying is.
Listen, Robin. She loves it. Yes, go ahead, yeah. Go ahead.
yeah.
Go ahead. Say a thing. Say something to the dishonorable Howard Stern.
Just let me say something.
Yeah. Jackie, I've joined your club now. Yeah.
Fun when somebody calls you.
Dishonorable. I empathized with you. I said you need a trial to clear your name. I certainly would like a trial to clear my name now that my producer calls me dishonorable. I thought I was one of the most honorable guys around.
Took his
Your
back.
reputation's biting the dust.
Oh, gee, Wolf, you've done a lot of dishonorable things. Like what? Pay you way too much money? That is dishonorable.
Dominic's going to defend you.
I took
Dominic.
it back. I took it back.
You should.
I did take
Can't
it
even
back.
believe it came out of you as a Freudian slip.
It's not a Freudian slip. It was-
Oh.
But it's I just when I
But
want.
you meant
okay,
it?
now I got to clarify.
So you're saying you did mean it. It was
No.
not a Freudian slip. All right, very good.
Can I just say two things? The first thing is shut up.
Oh,
The first thing
Yeah,
is shut up about my teeth. I'm confused. The first thing is that I didn't mean that you were dishonorable. I just don't mean that you are a saint. You were implying that everything you do is perfection. And while most of the things that you do
I didn't say that. I said I had a plan for you to be more organized regarding phone calls on the show, but you don't want to hear it because you seem to know how to do it, so go back and do it.
No, you said everything I do is honorable.
Yes.
And I'm just saying that every single thing you do isn't perfect.
Well, you were sitting in judgment of me?
No.
Well, you sound like you are.
I'm not judging you, but
you sound like you are.
You're judging me by your judgments.
I have to judge you. You work for me.
The other thing I was going to say
You're not
is that
organized.
if you were not out there, you'd have to be out there to truly understand what goes on.
I see. All right.
And
well,
maybe you're right.
I understand it's confusing having phones coming in every day and someone has to listen to the show at the same time.
Maybe you're right to a degree, but I'm telling you, if you were out there, it's not as easy as it sounds sitting in here.
Are there 3 people out there there are 2 people out there helping you?
Yes.
All right, and there's one back there logging on the computer?
Right.
Okay. So there were 3 individuals assisting you during the morning show.
Correct.
Okay. And we need one person to listen to the show and know what's going on.
One is not
and the other one to answer the phone.
Correct.
You have to be the one answering the phone because you make the judgment calls on the people.
Not always.
Am I correct?
No, not always.
Oh, I see.
In other words, those guys will pre-screen the phones.
All right.
Otherwise, I'll be out there all day just...
Gary, you know what I need you to do? Seriously, let's end this. Okay? No problem. I need you to go outside into the office and go stare at that huge pile of carts that's been standing there for 8 years that have been completely disorganized.
Right.
You go stare at them.
Yeah.
Okay?
And
thank you.
I'll move Fred's stuff, Howard.
Right. Okay, thank you.
Right.
All right.
Fred will be able...
No, you have to read Newsday. I forgot.
Right. Yeah.
Okay,
right.
go ahead.
Yeah, you move Fred's stuff, Howard.
I don't care which one of you, Fred or you, organize those carts, but one day I'm going to walk in amazed that you've actually used the computer and organized the carts. Thank you. Goodbye. Discussion over.
Yeah, you know.
No, go stare at the carts.
Yeah, go stare at the carts.
Go stare at them. Yeah. All right, thank you.
Good thing you know so much, man, or else we wouldn't be able to function. How the world ever spun on its axis before you, nobody knows.
It's great to know a lot. You know what it's like? It's unbelievable.
Like someone said, it must be really difficult to be the only one in the room who knows so much.
Gary, you're the only one in the room who doesn't know a thing. Who's he kidding?
Oh, my God, you two are incredible.
Not only is he not organized, he's lucky he organized the sentence that he made, that he said there. Making a pile to this guy is strenuous. Making a list taxes him.
Oh, he always gets himself into trouble.
Oh, always. Both the phones, blah, 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 blah. All I want someone to do is pick up a guy I put on hold. If he can't make that happen, what am I to do? Ganji's back there on the computer. All he's got to do is have a line where he can call in, intercom line, and just go, guys, there's John, there's a guy on line 3 who's on hold.
Right.
Pick up the phone, get his name. He's going to sit on a jury.
When it got very busy, and Gary knows nobody's paying attention to what's going on the show, you know Ganji is.
Right.
So you press the intercom and say, Ganji, if Howard needs anything comes up, you got to alert me because
right. I don't know what's going on.
The phone.
That's it. That would be the system, but nobody wants to hear
He doesn't even want to talk to you.
No.
Because you might come up with a
system. I might come up with a system. Because he's the one who can come up with it. But here's Gary. Okay, Gary?
I do. Now, that is the current system.
All right.
That is the current system.
Okay, very good.
Nobody called me. Now, what should I do? What would you suggest I do?
You should go back and talk to Ganji and tell him that you got him in a lot of trouble because he's doing what he's doing. And maybe like Gorilla worked a typewriter or something. I don't know.
Yeah, right.
Well, he can't?
Gorilla can't spell, I understand.
Is he a college guy? Gorilla can't spell?
No.
He's Gorilla, get in here. You can't type? Because Ganji's almost as stupid as Gorilla.
Gorilla's no longer taking messages.
Really? Because he can't spell? Well, maybe you do have your hands full out there. Gorilla, you can't spell? What is it?
No. He couldn't spell gorilla.
How do you spell gorilla?
Gorilla. Well, now he can.
But he learned that from John.
What are the words he can't spell?
Those are 2 of them.
All right, spell the word massage.
MASSAGE.
Quote, I'm looking it up in the dictionary this morning.
It's better than looking up the dictionary. Spell veteran. No, don't.
Spell veteran.
Let me hear you spell veteran.
I can't.
Spell.
I will not spell.
I want you to make an attempt.
I can't.
Attempt to spell veteran.
You can't verbally spell it. How could you
He's been
spell
waiting
it?
for this
You
for a
can't
long
verbally
time.
spell it?
No, he can't spell it.
I have a problem spelling.
Go ahead.
I can't.
Go ahead.
Give me a pen.
All right. He's going to spell it on a piece of paper and then spell it out loud.
Okay.
Veteran.
You're holding the pen backwards.
Does he hold the pen right?
I can't.
How do you spell
Are
veteran?
you stuck?
I can't.
Do it.
I am stuck.
He
Spell
tried twice. You want me to tell you how he spelled it?
No, I want him to tell me.
I can't.
First, I want you to announce the college you go to. What college?
I go to Hunter College.
Hunter College, right. Now spell veteran. Gorilla, spell veteran.
I can't. I will not attempt it.
I want you to attempt.
Look, when I do reports and stuff, I look words up. That's it.
All right, so make your best attempt. No one's laughing.
No, they will when I do it.
I want to make a point to Gary.
All right.
Go ahead.
VETRENE.
Let me tell you, you're already five thoughts. Howard, you're already 5 thoughts away. He's still thinking about how to spell it.
What? I cannot spell it.
That's why they call it Hunter College, because you're hunting for the words to spell.
Yeah.
Veteran is very easy to spell. It's spelled the way it sounds. VEDRIN. Veteran. All right? That's it. No, you have a spelling disorder, right?
Yeah.
I see. Well, you do have your hands full out there. I apologize.
I'm sorry, boss, if I yelled at you or
well, Gary, you said
cast
a lot
any
of things.
aspersions.
No. You said a lot of things that will stick with me for a long time.
Which one in particular?
The one about me being dishonorable.
I told you.
Especially after we called him up.
Right.
Oh, no.
Now, Gary, you've got a lot to learn about working. And believe me, without me, you're nothing. And believe me, if you had to get another job, you couldn't.
I think, see, now that's something that will stick with me forever.
Right.
That really hurts.
Good.
That really hurts.
And I said it for you to hurt.
You know what? You should be a good employer, if that's what you say you are.
Right.
Should really be motivating me. You should be patting me on the back. And
I
saying,
want to
"Good
motivate
work."
you,
but
but
for
you
to
don't
tell
repeat
that-
after me. Repeat this after me,
For
please.
you to tell me that I'll never be anything without you hurts me.
We do what Howard wants.
Howard wants.
Whenever Howard wants it.
Whenever Howard wants it.
The schedule is what Howard wants to do.
Is what Howard wants to do.
Whenever Howard wants.
Whenever Howard wants.
I will bend.
Lie.
Twist. And grovel. To cover for Howard's whims while smiling.
To cover for Howard's whims while smiling.
I would eat snot for my Lord Howard.
I would eat snot for my Lord Howard.
Good. All right. Now get out of here.
And have done almost as much.
Good.
Took a punch for you, buddy.
Yeah. Oh, come on.
That was so many years ago. He's
did the punch
Still bringing that up. Well, that's why I don't fire him, because he took the punch.
Did the punch lose its impact?
No. That's why I don't fire you. It's not because of what you're organizing. It's
but
because you
it's
took
wrong
a punch.
to continually bring that up.
I've only brought it up about 4 or 5 times. There's a whole year or two I never brought it
So
up.
now you know why I don't fire you. It's not because you're a good worker. It's because you took a punch from me.
Well, I've done a lot of other things
That's
for you,
right.
too.
That's right. Yeah, and believe me, you're fine. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Baba Booey.
You're a good worker. Anybody be lucky to have you. As a matter of fact, if anybody wants him, you can have him. You don't have to worry
We'd
about
be
it.
sorry to lose him, but we could understand and we wouldn't stand in his way.
Guy accidentally brushed against him. It's a punch. All right. Very good.
I don't know why you two have to get so... Those are heated arguments.
Yes, it was. Because nobody listens. We have a system here. Look at Fred. I never argue with him. He listens. Doesn't do anything, but he listens.